Why are we so afraid of? This is something I've been thinking about a lot, and I want to share with you what I thought. Today is day 118 of my Practicing Visibility series. Things are moving, and I am so excited about that, but also as things are growing and moving, I'm failing. And I talked yesterday about my program that I had that failure around, but this is really helping me think about the work for young people in general. But to think about how young people are feeling and doing, one area that I look at is adults, right? I look at what adults are struggling with. I look at what behaviors adults are doing that cause harm to themselves or others and try to connect that back to what young people are going through. And fear of failure is a huge one. Fear of looking wrong, fear of being dumb, fear of making mistakes, fear of asking for help. These are all things that start in school for kids. And it's not because they just think that about school. They've had experiences with teachers, with classmates, with parents, right, that have made them feel shame or feel bad. Even getting like a C grade for some kids, right, makes them feel shameful about themselves. And what that's really doing, in my opinion, is conditioning people to not want to be wrong, to not make mistakes, to feel bad for asking for help or for not knowing something. One of the biggest signs of intelligence in people is people who are willing to say, I don't know, or ask, what does that mean? Right? That means that they want to learn, they want to grow more. You can't learn something new until you acknowledge that you don't know it. That's the first step. I don't know it. I can't get better. But if you're in school and you're hyper focused on grades, or you're listening to all this messaging around being a good student in your career and your future, it's going to be hard for you to build a healthy, positive relationship with learning and failing and growing, because it's connected to, I've got to hit these marks, right? I've got to get these grades. I've got to be this person. Or I've got to push back against all the people who tell me I should do this. So you have people who are completely disconnected and disengaged from their learning experience, and you have people who are really into it. So one thing that I had to do to grow was to understand that failure is a part of it. I knew that, but once I knew that, I had to check my relationship with failure, right? How does failing make me feel? What does failing tell me about myself? When I was able to start asking those questions, the answers came pretty clear, which is like, I'm not good enough, right? I am a fake. I'm, negative kind of feedback to myself. And I had to start questioning that feedback. Like, is me failing proof that I am like, I shouldn't be trying, or I should give up, right? And then I could change those answers to, failing means I'm trying. Failing helps me grow. Failing is what's going to help me build the best product and the best service for young people as possible. So that changed kind of like my idea of what failing meant to me. So then my relationship with failing changed. My relationship with failing became more about, okay, this is a part of it, right? I know I'm moving forward because I'm making mistakes and I'm failing. That means I'm learning and I'm growing. Then my relationship with doing the work changed. So I had to change the answers, the stories I was telling myself about failure. I had to change my relationship with failure, like the next level. And then I had to go back and change my relationship and approach to doing the work that I'm doing. I know that's a lot, but I just think it's helpful. And we don't talk to kids about this enough. It, I am so afraid to say this sometimes because I don't want to frustrate teachers, because I love and appreciate teachers so much. But the education system is designed to create workers. It's not designed to create thriving human beings, right? If you think that having a job that pays you well, which is what school promises, which we all know is like not true, if you think that that's what's going to help you do well, that's what you're going to move towards. And so this conversation around how we approach grades and learning and motivation, that's not extrinsic, right? It's not because someone told me I have to or I don't want to get in trouble. It's because I want to learn and want to grow. We have to challenge what these systems are telling kids, what these systems are doing to kids. It's creating standards for young people that are not helpful when we're trying to help them grow and learn. It's also one of the reasons why I took my work outside of the classroom, because I realized pretty quickly, like, the more I put grades on this, the less likely that the kids are going to build their own interest in it. And building your own interest in something and choosing something is what helps you build determination to do the thing. Right? I'm not like actively doing math problems that I knew in college because I'm like, look at the skill I have, right? I didn't do that. I'm doing and practicing the things that I learned in spaces where learning was a choice. So I don't know what that looks like, but that's why I do the work the way I do it. All right, see you tomorrow.